Yeah. I very rarely, if ever, miss a business committee meeting, but I just feel like saying, while the cat's away, the mice will play. The promised legislation has disappeared from the normal schedule, where we might, for example, ask the Taoiseach, when is the legislation coming to implement the Duffy-Cahill report? The government, having knocked the smaller parties down the pecking order in an effort to gag the smaller parties before at the end of the summer term, have now added extra time above and beyond the move to gag the smaller parties. They've actually given themselves extra time. So they want their cake and eat it, and to completely dominate the debate in here. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, the neck of you is completely extraordinary. And there was an agreement at the Business Committee, 2 business committees ago, to have this week a debate on the economic situation, particularly given your plans to axe the PUP payments the week after. So on multiple grounds, I object to this order.
Just before we go any further, we're going to have contributions. We can only have one contribution from each group, so we can't have multiple. Taoiseach, you're going to
suggest that the eloquence of the deputy proves beyond any shadow of a doubt that it's impossible to get in.
Oh, that's a well-established fact.
Deputy Boyd Barrett's point, and at the Business Committee there was a full explanation of why questions on promised legislation weren't included this week, and they will be there next week. There's ongoing meetings around the legislative programme which are being prepared yesterday and today and again tomorrow, which we hope to bring to Cabinet on Tuesday, so that you can ask questions on promised legislation, and that there's actually publication for that, so that there can be a meaningful 30-minute slot, and that's absolutely will be there as normal from next week. In terms of your request on the economy, that was also shared by government side and all the deputies across the House, in fairness, but we tried to give a full and wholesome debate around health, to give the 4 pillars of healthcare: COVID and health, disabilities, public health, and also mental health and older people. So the plan will be to give a proper debate on the economy next week, instead of just giving a small slot on health this week and trying to fit the economy in, to actually give a meaningful debate next week. And that was agreed fully by all members of the Business Committee, and that will be on the schedule for next week.